Hello, my name is Sophia and I have started a BookTube. I have joined YouTube and we're going to be talking about all things books. I'm quite active on my socials if you do want to follow me, and if you've come from there, hello, thanks for your support. Let's kick it off nice and easy. I'm going to talk about my top 3 most recent 5-star fantasy books and romance books of 2026. First of all though, go and get yourself a coffee. I may have a new bougie coffee machine. Doesn't mean I'm any good at using it. Oh, we're starting off strong. This is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is such a fantastic book for anyone that loves a romance book that is beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. I felt this one on every single level. It follows a lady who builds a life with this man and she's very happy, and then one day he disappears. She then rebuilds a new life for herself and she falls in love with a new man. There comes a point in this book where this main female character has to choose between her first love and her current love. Oh, I got goosebumps. This was a 5-star read for me because it wasn't just a normal romance book. You literally felt exactly what this main character was going through, and I tried to put myself in her situation, and Lord only knows I cannot imagine what I would have done. I felt the pain, the confusion, the heartache. I literally felt it all, and I went on a journey with our main female character, and to be honest, I think about it every day. Next, we have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Mia is also a similar author to Taylor, where you know what they write is going to slap. This is a deeply emotional, small-town romance book about 2 people who are finding comfort and healing in each other. Archer, the main male character, is the definition of protect him at all costs. Loved both of the main characters, to be honest. This book is emotional, it's quiet, and it manages to break your heart without any drama. Like, it's quite a simple story, but it's such a beautiful story, and once again, it's one that will stay with you for a very long time. I could picture everything in this book, like where they lived, what the town looked like, what the characters looked like, and to me, I just loved it. Like, when I was reading this book, I was a happy girl, and I knew it was going to be a 5-star read from a couple of chapters in. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Now, I know you might have seen the TV series, but please, trust me when I tell you the book is better. The TV show changed so much that it was a little bit disappointing, but the book is so good, and I cannot explain to you the way that I felt and the pure happiness that came out of my 29-year-old body when I was reading this book. I was happy, and for me, I always remember that feeling. It's the ultimate nostalgic summer romance read. You will have the best summer of your life in Barry's Bay. Okay, first romance, second chance romance from years apart, and 2 people who clearly love the absolute crap out of each other. What more could you want? We're in the midst of summer. That is why this book is the perfect book for you to pick up right now. This was such a stunning book. Starting off very strong is Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter. The story is so unique. It's told from dual POV, but both of the main characters, plot twist, are female. Both badass bitches that kind of have like enemies to like sisters relationship. It's giving witches versus dragons. Okay, 2 rivals, 1 duel. Only one can win. It's a fantasy book that is filled with magic, danger, and a little bit of romance. And it's not what you expect it to be about. I just didn't know how this book was going to end. We do have a couple of love interests, which I won't give too much away. I ate this shit up. It was so good, and I cannot wait for book 2. Also, can we just take a minute for the fact that the world is in colour? Hallelujah. Easy to read, the text is big, the chapters are short, and ultimately, that is what we all want in a book, right? Next, Air of Illusion by Madeline Taylor. This knocked me for 6, okay? It's giving enemies to lovers, morally grey. I shouldn't love you, but I do. I'm obsessed. This is the kind of book that it pulls you into it so heavy that you forget you're reading a book because you genuinely feel like you are in this world. 2 main characters, honestly, you know when you read a book and you think, you two want each other so damn bad. I'm rooting for you, even though you shouldn't be, but you are, and you want them to get together, but you know they're probably not going to be any good together, but you think, yes, I would love you two to get together, please. What have we got to do to make this work? And it was phenomenal, and I would really recommend. The main male character, you want to hate him, but you freaking love him, okay? It was just everything you want in a fantasy book. There was spice, there was magic, there was a little bit of world building, and a fantastic plot. Honestly, it was fabulous. Well, it was meant to be 3, but it's kind of turned into 4, but for good reason. The Wolf King and the Night Prince by Lauren Paffer-Roman. I have to include both of these because this is the first book, this is the second book, and they were both 5-star reads for me. If you are someone that wants to get into a fantasy book series, this is the one for you. It's minimal world building. There's not an overwhelming amount of characters. There's basically 3 characters that you need to know about. Text. The text is so big and the chapters are so short. Yes. It's like one lover that she loves and he's like the good guy, and then there's another lover who's like the enemies to lovers and she shouldn't love, but like she's starting to like him a bit, and it's all kicking off. If you've read ACOTAR, low-key, kind of spoiler, kind of not, but it kind of gives Tamlin and Rhysand. Not to the extent that Tamlin is in the first book, but it kind of gives that, and I kind of loved it. If you love like dangerous men, fun fantasy worlds, and a little bit of chaos, honestly, I fear you will really love these. That whole video, I didn't have one single freaking sip of me coffee. Cheers to my first video. Well, thank you for watching if you're still here, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.